Hello there, it's me Sale Brutale with yet another excellent sneaker review. This time around we're going way back to the past, not so recent past, back to 1989, 1990. We're going to review two models of sneakers. The first one is Reebok Ventilator MT and the Nike Air Max 90. Let me show it to you. Let us start with the Reebok Ventilator MT. They were presented back in 1990 when Reebok had an ongoing war with the rest of the manufacturers, especially Nike, which began Air Max program back from 1987. This is the Reebok Classic MT. So I ain't gonna do no unboxing because unboxings are boring. Let's just get to the specs. Because believe me, sneakers do have specs. Alrighty, there. These are size European 45, US 11.5. But trust me, all of the Reeboks are always half a size bigger, larger, whatever. So, I'm gonna ask my camera guy to zoom in a little bit. These are the MT's Ventilator. You don't see no ventilators or fans on it, so you might ask yourself, well, what about the Ventilator name? Well, if you take a closer look, there are small mesh grids all along the body of the shoe. As you can see it here on the Reebok logo and the inside here. These mesh grills are made to pass air through when you're running. So this is a mostly running shoe, although they could be, easily used as a lifestyle shoe. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit later about that. So, and the second one, here it is. Exactly the same. They support, soft foam inner sole and classical, almost legendary hexagonal, air filling, like an insulation. They're made to protect your, like arch support when your feet are diving during, jumping and doing hard exercises, running and so on. So this is it. I actually had managed to train in these, and I'll tell you for a fact that these are excellent trainer shoes. Probably, they're probably mistaken for a lifestyle shoe, streetwear shoe, but trust me, these are really light, almost heaven's light, to wear, and they're providing excellent wearing comfort. So please check them out. I got them on discount for 47 euros like a month ago. So they can probably go cheaper online. You can check it out on Amazon or eBay or whatever. So the construction of this shoe, well, it's plain simple. So most of these materials, cotton based and like acrylic and polyester based materials with some leather along the sides, on the toe tips, and from the inner lining back to the logo, Hexalite logo. Could you please zoom it a bit? Yeah, that's it. Hexalite logo. All right. The style and the design, the curved up front sole, it all looks like 1989, 1990. That's why I love it, because when I was a kid, I was really attracted to, especially to Reeboks. The first pair of my Reeboks was Reebok Blacktop from 1996. So if you're trying to get them somewhere on discount, this is a excellent shoe to pick. So on to the next one. And now on to the undisputed champion of the streetwear, the Nike Air Max 90 sneakers, also known as Nike Kicks, as people like to call them these days. What about the greater, if somebody's asking, what about the huge Nike fandom? Well, people, there is really something about these sneakers that separates them from the rest of the turf, and I'll tell you why. The design and the build quality on these here is almost epic and legendary all of the same. So, if you take a closer look, we have outer sole is made like, it's not a foamed material, it's rather like a hard rubber, not a foam rubber like you had on the previous Reeboks. And we have like a legendary, almost epically epic, beyond epic. Every true Nike fan, I'm not a hardcore Nike fan myself, I'm more like an Adidas guy. So you have like two types of people, people like Hondas, people like Volkswagens, and then you have like people who like Adidas and Nikes. They're never mix their styles. So Air Max 90 brings their huge air cushioning sole, also known as Air, Nike Air, Air Jordans, Air whatever, Air Force One, and so on. They provide excellent wearing comfort and great cushioning for your arch support. Although they look brilliant and everything, but they are not a training shoe by far. Why is it? They're heavy. They're really a heavy shoe, and I don't recommend wearing heavy shoes because you need to protect your feet all the time. And if you compare the real training shoes, the real running shoes, they're almost light and made out of really light fabric materials. This is a combination of rubber, leather, synthetical like a polyester materials. You can find them wearing wind coats and stuff, and mesh polyester with plastical and rubber details all over. This one is gray print model with orange accents on front and on back. I got these really cheap for 70 euros, and everybody knows who buys Air Maxes that you can't get them below 120, 100, approximately between 100 and 150 euros is the tag price for these here. I actually found them today on eBay and they cost 200 bucks. So this thing is expensive. The build quality, well, you cannot compare it to the originals, which came back from 1989. But trust me, I'm wearing these for a couple of weeks now, and they are comfortable. Although you need like to introduce your feet to them, it takes about a week to squash them a little bit when wearing. It all depends on your feet configuration and your feet size. If we compare them back to the Reeboks, this is European size 45. United States 11, and this truly is a United States 11 size, so it's not like Reeboks, which are half a size larger. Nike Air Max 90s, they're the third generation of Air Maxes. They were introduced in 1989. The thing is, Nike.com, Nike, or how you want to call them, offers complete customization of these sneakers. You could go online onto their Nike store, and you could customize all the details, the inner lining, the leather part, the sole, even the color of the air cushion. So these are excellent customizable kicks, and I recommend them to every true Nike fan. Although this maybe was not my color to pick, I really like the Volt versions. Volt versions have like a high contrast green on the inner sole and this part of the sole. So if I compare them to the Reeboks, you could run in these, but trust me, it's like you're wearing two pairs of bricks on your feet. So this is an excellent shoe, but I really don't recommend it for running, because I tried to run a little bit in wearing these, but not quite so sure. So that's it, Nike Air Max 90. The battle of the heavyweights. Well, not so heavy if we compare them to the Reeboks. Final battle of the street kicks. If you want a all-around kicks, they could be easily used for training, running. Pick Reeboks. There are also different color combinations. This one is Burgundy wine. But if you want a real hardcore kicks, a really true to its spirit, late 80s spirit, I definitely suggest Air Max 90s, although they're much more expensive than the Reebok Ventilator MTs. MTs is a great all-around shoe. It lacks design, it lacks, I believe that Nikes are better crafted, solidly crafted. If you compare the sole design, there are slight differences in textures, but the build material is almost identical. The plus, the pros for the Reeboks is softer sole, offers lightweight sole, lighter weight, and therefore it's easier to run in them. It's easier for daily, all the day usage. While I should admit that a couple of hours wearing of these, you don't really get tired. You don't get sores on anything on your feet, but you get a little bit tired when wearing them. Although I'm wearing them only for 2.5 weeks by now, so I should give them some more time. But I'm having both of them. Actually, I sold these today. So to my happy customer, I sold him like a third of the price because I already have a training pair of Adidas Neos, and I'm gonna sell these and make somebody else happy. So Reebok Ventilators, Nike Air Max 90. There is no definite winner. If we say, well, build quality, Air Max 90 is the ultimate undisputed winner. If we say, all around usage, the Ventilator MT, most definitely. And I believe if rain falls, humidity, these will deflect, humidity fluids better than the Reeboks because they will probably absorb any fluids whatsoever. So this is it, the battle of the heavyweights, and I thank you so much for watching this video. Any questions, please, you feel free to ask. Hit that like button and finally subscribe because there will be more and more videos. I'm a fresh beginner, I'm totally green in this. These are my review video I'm doing for the past year. So I'll get better and I'll bring more better stuff for you to see. Have a nice day and be safe.